Greetings everyone. Today I'm going to teach you how to read and note making using linear method because we all are from our school period, like we have the exercise called reading comprehension, right? We do reading comprehension, and here it is reading the paragraph and note making using linear method. That will be very easy. Okay, so we should understand the difference between note taking and note making before going to the topic. So note making is the process of creating simple notes and rewriting them in your own words. Okay, through note making you can reward someone else's ideas into notes that fit your needs. Okay, so this note taking is the process of typing notes as you read or listen to something in real time. When note taking, you flex your multitasking skills and think on your feet as you work to jot down all the important stuffs. Okay, so this is what the difference between note making and note taking. Here we are doing note making. Yes. So in this note making, if you want to write a good note making, what you have to do, one thing, you enables you to avoid intentional plagiarism. Yes, and helps you to focus on what is important in and what you are reading. That's very, very important. And there are some techniques of reading, right? So you should understand the techniques and focus on your paragraph, and you all know what is important, which is important and not to add, right? So you have to concentrate on that. Okay, and it helps you to understand and remember material and make connections. Okay, and helps you to structure the assignments you are searching for. So reading comprehension needs your full attention and full focus, and you have to give your best while taking notes. Okay, and look at this, there can be some problems. This note making can distract you from listening to lectures, right? And note making creates additional stress on those who do not write naturally, and sometimes you can end up with so many notes that you have to spend twice the amount of time going through them again to find out the important points. Yes, because sometimes some paragraphs are more complicated and they did not use some simple words. They come up with the more complicated words, so the person who's reading or a reader, they find some difficult to get into that, right? So really they have some problems. Okay, and what are the characteristic of good notes? If your notes is very good, if everyone can easy to read, okay, the first one is that should have some short and compact notes, and complete information should be there in your paragraph, and it should be very logical and understandable. Okay, these are the characteristics we can search for a good note, right? And there are some types of note taking. The one is outline method, the other one is mapping method, and the Cornell method, and the linear method. Okay, come to the but here we use linear method. First, what you have to do, first you have to read the passage carefully and try to get the theme and subject of the passage. Okay, and the step 2, you have to read carefully, identify the main ideas and identify the supporting details. Okay, and step 3, you have to make notes of the main ideas, okay, under that headings and also the subpoints. Okay, and you have to use proper layout format. There is some layout or format is there, you guys have to follow that. Okay, so these are the steps you have to follow while making note making. Okay, so there are some suggestions for making linear notes more useful. First thing, you have to read the paragraph and you have to find a main title of that paragraph. Okay, and you have to come up with from each and every paragraph you have to come up with subheadings and each subheadings you have to give sub points, sub points. Okay, so underline the keywords first, and you use numbering, okay, to keep yourself organized, because some paragraph it should be organized means you have to keep a number and you have to come up with very good key points, right? And use abbreviations if it is needed. You can use abbreviations, and that paragraph spacing, okay, indent, everything should be very clear. That makes a person easy to read, right? Here I've given the structure, like look at this: subheading, subheading, and subpoints, subpoints. Okay, this is the way we teach to students, and that will be very easy to follow. So note making, first you have to read the paragraph and come up with the best title for that paragraph. Then each and every paragraph you just take a subtitle. Then under the subtitles you search a keyword and put as a sub points. Okay, so this note making gonna be very easy one. Okay, and the next one is here some example passage I've given. You just go through that passage. This is all about the headache and migraines. Okay, and the symbols and food you have to avoid. Look at this, my note taking, how it tells about, it's talking about the headache and their treatments. Okay, so my first paragraph tells about the identifications, and my second paragraph it tells about the symptoms and causes. Okay, then at the end it's a treatment. So when you read the paragraph, coming to the note making, use this linear method and make it more concise and easy to read. Okay, if someone is reading your note making, they must be able to create a paragraph. Okay, that's what a good note making. Okay, here I have given assessment paragraph. Please go through the assessment paragraph and use this linear method and complete it. Okay, so here I have given some references also. Just go through this reference for extra informations. Thank you guys.